Good morning, chaps, and welcome back to the channel. Right, what we're going to do today, I'll tell you what we're going to do today. We're going to fit this awning rail, well, hopefully. We had this awning, is it StarCamp? Yeah, this StarCamp awning. We had it with the caravan. We use it once or twice. So we didn't sell it when we we didn't give it away when we sold the caravan. So we're going to try and use it on this. So the first job today is blow this up and see how it fits alongside the van. We've been waiting for a day when it hasn't been too windy to get it done. So this is the day. Let's get it done before the rains come. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got in here. I could do with Brenda's help, really. She's good at blowing things up. She's got more puff than me. Right, that's the essential part, the pump. Pegs. Oh yeah, as far as I remember, these go over the wheel arches. Let's see. Feels like more pegs. Or ropes. Right. We're just borrowing next door's drive just for half an hour or so, just so I can blow this up and see what it's like. I'm sure they won't mind. Yeah. Where do I start? Right, there's the rail. So I should probably try this in the awning rail that I've bought. Otherwise I'll put it up and it'll be no good. I'm sure it's a standard fitting. Yeah, that goes in great. Now the other thing is, it does have a lip on it, which I'm going to screw some holes into and use some self-tappers to screw it on. I'm a bit dubious about just using the Sikaflex, so I think a few screws, maybe 5 screws or so. But as you can see, there's the lip. Now, does it go on that way? Or does it go on that way? I think that way, so screws in the top. And then the awning sliding into there. I hope you can see that. Come a bit closer. Right. This looks like where you blow it up. So that's one of the intakes, air intakes. If I can remember how to do it. Right, we just screw one end in. This end, I think. And the other end goes into here. Now I think that screws into there. I think that's just for when you want to let the air out when you take it all out. So let's screw that in there. I'm guessing if we go too tight it will be really hard to get it off. So I'm not going to go too tight. And this end goes onto there. I'm just screwing that up. That should do it. Hopefully I've got the puff to blow this up. That's the pump, not my back. Bit of exercise for the day. Oh, it's stiffening up. It's making some movement. Let's have a look. That's pretty solid. Well, that looks like it's blown up to the pressure, but it's obviously because it's not connected to an awning rail. It's just flopping about, so I'm going to have to stand this up. Definitely a two-man job. Well, a one-man and one-woman job. Right, let's go and get Brenda. So now to take this off, we're just unscrewing, I'll do it there so you can see this bit. And the air, you can see the air's not coming out, so it must be like a one-way valve. And then you just clip that on to stop any leaking air that might come out. And as far as I remember, that is it. So I've pulled the van onto next door's drive, so we've got a nice flat surface to try it against. See, it's been that long since we actually put the thing up that I thought when I blew it up it was going to be like a tent sort of structure, but it isn't, because the back part of it takes its strength from fastening to an awning rail, and it's just the front part which actually blows up. Unless there's another part that you blow up. I don't know. Right, let's try getting it into some kind of position where it's going to be. I think, Brent, if you grab the other leg over there.
Right, this needs to come over this.
At this point, I'd been an idiot with a microphone again. I'd quite clearly taken my jacket off, hung it in the van, and left the microphone on it. But basically, we were just trying to hold it up to see where it actually needs to go, so we know where to put the rail on. Right, most important job, I think, is we've got to make it nice and clean so the Sikaflex will stick to it properly. Women's work, I know, but, you know, she won't come up them ladders. This back window's open, Bran. Weeks?
The downpour. Oh God.
Right, I'm just gonna clean it off with a bit of white spirit, or clean spirit as this one is. We've jet washed the thing. We've wiped it by hand, so just a little bit of a clean now. Oh, look at the sky. Right, that's it. All done. Ready for the rail. Let's go and find some screws. Well, rain has stopped play again, so I'm just going to go and get the screws that I need to finish it, and try tomorrow. Oh, maybe it's the day after, see what happens, though. I have got some photography jobs on tomorrow and Sunday, so it might end up being Monday if the weather's kind to us. Right, we'll leave it there for now. Good afternoon, welcome back. It's another day. I've had some busy jobs on over the weekend, and today I'm going to be drilling some holes for these little screws to fit into the rail. So I've checked where they need to be, and I'm going to try there, just in the groove. Right, so now I'm going to try to see if this screw taps into there all right, or whether I need to make it bigger. All right, I've got a posi drive bit in. Let's try that. Yeah, that works lovely. So hopefully, I've only used 1/2 inch screws because I believe that that's far enough to go into the van itself. There you can see how far it actually sticks through, so I don't want it to go too far into the metal, otherwise it might dig into some wires or something. So I'm hoping they're going to be good, and it's going to be Sikaflexed on as well. So the drill bit I've actually used is a 2.5, and the screws themselves, which are 8 1/2 inch easy drive, posi drive. what's it called? Power drive flange self-tapping screws. So hopefully that'll do the job. So I'm just going to go along and measure about a foot gap. That's about 30 centimetres. Let's put a little mark on. And that's where I'm going to drill them. And I think that'll be sufficient. Now the rail I got from a place in Norton, which is Stockton-on-Tees, and I believe the place is called Auto Plus, but they're quite hard to get hold of. So I normally find that I have to go to the shop rather than relying on phone calls or their website. It was quite 20 odd quid, I think it was. 5 foot, 6 foot. And they know what they're doing in there as well. And you can't always get them in these full lengths. Oh, can I get some movement? Here's Brenda. That's 9 foot. So it's 9 foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 foot 6 it is, actually. Right, let's get them drilled. You know, it's one of them days in early autumn in the UK where it's boiling 1 second and then freezing the next second. It's supposed to be really windy today, but now we've got the ocean, well the ocean, the sea, the North Sea is just over there. It's only about 100 yards away, 100 metres away. But the house is protecting us from the wind. All right, one more to do. Well, 2 more. Right, so we're just taping it into position here. We've got it where we think it is. Just one more bit of tape to go on. Hold it steady. So what I'm going to do now is drill the holes into the roof there. Well, into the side, near the top of the roof. And then I'm going to take it off. And then I'm going to Sikaflex it. And then we're going to screw it back on again. Hopefully that'll work. I hope you can hear me because it's very windy up here. Right, that'll do. I've looked along the line and it looks pretty straight to me. All right, let's get some of these drilled. Right, I'm going to try a screw in there first, see what it goes like. Let's see what happens. That is solid. It probably doesn't even need the Sikaflex on it, but you know. Yeah, I'm going to have a look inside, make sure it doesn't come through. Well, I've come to have a look inside, but it's quite clearly behind all the gubbins there, so I have no idea. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I've remembered that I do have a big lighting stand, which may well be high enough. Let's see how high it goes. Oh, it looks like it's going to be high enough. There you go. And this is why I never shot anything away. Right, let's get that camera up there. Right, can we see? Just drilling straight into the metal. Well, you can see on the end there it's got some of the insulation on, so that's where it's going into, where it's been stuffed. You see, you've got to make sure we get rid of all these filings off the top, otherwise they go rusty, sadly. Right, I'm going to carry on going all the way along. It was quite clearly too windy for that tripod, and it smashed into the floor, knocking the iPhone out and also knocking the microphone out at the same point. So another microphone disaster. Right, I've come to the back end now to try and get some sorted. It's terribly windy and things are just crashing about all over the place. It's one thing I hate is the wind. Right, let's get at least one screw in here. Solid. Right, carry on drilling. Tell you what, stick one in the middle, get a screw in, then that'll stop it from moving about. We've got a screw in each end and one in the middle. That's all I'm done. I'm going to take this sticky off now and I'm going to mask the whole thing in, so when I come to put the Sikaflex on and squeeze it on, it'll be easier to clean it up at the end. So I'm just going to go all the way along doing that. Right, so I've got it taped all the way along now, all masked in. So I'm now going to take this off, clean it again, and get some Sikaflex on there or whatever I've got, and screw it back on and leave that overnight. I'm pretty sure it would have been strong enough without the Sikaflex on anyway, but won't hurt, will it? So you can see here, if I zoom in on production when I'm doing the video, how much filings there is underneath there. So I'm just going to get all this off. It'll soon dry in this weather. Right, that's all nice and clean. I'm just going to give this, the rail itself, a clean as well. There you go. Just let that dry a few minutes, or seconds even. And we'll get some Sikaflex on when I can find it in the garage, and then stick it on up there. Right, I've decided I think it's going to be easier to put the Sikaflex on the van rather than on the rail itself, and we won't get it all over our fingers when we're doing it. So I think that's the way forward. Right, I've got Brenda holding up the tripod up in the air, so it might be a bit wobbly. Not sure how much of this I'm supposed to be putting on. Right, just the middle bit to do. Right, here we go, let's get it on. So, if I put a screw in this end, then one in the middle. Right, that should be in the right place. Oh, my backbone. You can see how it's squeezed it out. Right, I'll get one in the other side. I think I've got a screw in my pocket. No, I'll put one in the middle. Solid as a solid thing. Doesn't like that one. There you go. Funny enough, some of them won't go in. Anyway, I'm just going to go along, put all them in. You can probably barely hear me in this wind, but hopefully it is recording. Alright, that's it, all screwed on, super tight. Yeah, you can see there, it's not budging anywhere, and it's squeezed the Sikaflex out. So I'm now going to take this off, this masking off, because it would probably be best to leave it overnight and let the Sikaflex set. But I know what a bitch it is to get this masking tape off sometimes. So I'm going to take it off now and clean it up. You can see it's already getting on the van there. And this is quite satisfying. Right, that's me done for now. It's all screwed on. It's Sikaflexed on. Just waiting for it to set, and we will try the rest maybe tomorrow if it's not too windy or rainy. Well, I know there's a storm coming the day after, so hopefully we can get it done tomorrow. All I want to do now is try the awning on, and that'll be it. I've got the big boy tripod out today, the Manfrotto. Proper professional one. So it's the next day now. Hopefully that's all dried. I'm sure it is. We're going to try and put the awning up now. It's not designed really for this kind of vehicle, but we'll give it a go, see what it's like. If it doesn't work, we'll just have to maybe sell it and put the money towards getting the new one. It's very windy today. We were going to go off and find some grassland somewhere to do it, but we didn't want to get there and then it starts pissing down, so we're just going to do it here and just not peg it down, see how it works. Right, let's have a go. Brenda hanging on like she's riding a horse. Need a hammer. Right, we've managed to peg it in a little bit there. So now let's see if the door will open or not. Well, it's absolutely red hot in here. Obviously this isn't right. This needs to be pegged out a bit better, but I mean it would do, just so we had a little bit more room outside so we can put chairs out and things like that. Now the only problem is when we open this door, we know that's going to have to come further along as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it'll come down like that, pegged into the floor. So it does just about reach, can you see? At the bottom there. But when we open the door, with the door coming out, it's going to catch an ear, I know that. But I'm very happy with that.
It's not as bad as what you thought.
No, it isn't. Nowhere near. That's open into there. We're never going to be able to open the door fully.
That's fine, that.
That's all right. It's just, I think what we would need to do is, especially if we're on a bank, then you see we're slightly on a bank here, and the door's trying to
You
close.
need a little door stop with it.
So we can just ram something in there. So all in all, it looks all right, especially for us two little shorties. You know, it's high enough. The only thing we're going to have a problem with is the inner flap thing hanging down there. So when we come to close the door, it's in the way. You can see there. So we're going to have to come up with some solution to that. Gaffer tape, probably.
I can't wait.
So we have made a bit of a mistake there. Or when we say we, I mean me. We haven't come far enough with the rail. Is the microphone working? 1, 2, 1, 2. Although the microphone receiver was quite clearly showing that it was receiving a signal from the microphone, it just wasn't plugged into the phone properly.
Yeah, it's
Idiot.
Yeah.
Stop it and start again. As usual, there's a load of racket going on in the background.
Church bells.
Police car going past. We've got the church bells going. The bells sound lovely, man. Don't know why they're going on a Tuesday. Practice day. Anyway, this is it. It is done. The rail's up. I'm fairly happy with it. We could have come a little bit further along this way, but it's going to be fine. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll just get another little bit and stick it on. That's it. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Say bye-bye, Brenda.
Bye-bye, Brenda.
That is it finished. So hope you learned a little bit. I was learning as I went along, and thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and a subscribe if you like, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye now.